Welcome, come through. So in today's video, I'll be taking you guys through my apartment. I've been living here for 3 months and I just recently realized that I haven't done an apartment tour, which is quite a shame to be honest, because this humble abode is where I live. So come through. So this is sort of the living area. It's quite small. Now, I made a few changes, right? So first of all, let's open up the view, baby, the view. Now my thinking was, initially the couch was there, and the table was here, this was there. Now my thinking was, yes, it's one big room, but I still want to have sort of separate sections. So this is like a barrier. Now I have my work section. That's my chair where I make my podcast. I'm sure you've seen it. And some of my other content, the famous chair. And then that's where I work, predominantly. This is my couch, I often meditate there. I don't have a TV. The view is my TV. I don't need a TV. Then come through, so actually some flowers here, some nice touches. Here we have pictures of family. We've got a star, some Christmas vibes still. Plants, very important. Just add some extra, I don't know, some spice, if you want to call it that. Here we've got some books. We've got Hooked, we've got Gym Launch, we've got Fierce Conversations, we've got Storytelling, and we've got Power. So I'm sure you can tell I'm very much into self-improvement. Come through kitchen. So, sink, kitchen counter. Here we've got my supplements, omegas, zinc, vitamin D, all help with testosterone, body function. Then we've got creatine, I take 5 grams every day, and we've got my protein powder. Now that's sort of that kettle. I don't have much equipment like pots and pans. I've got some Tupperwares and plates, not much. Here we've got some more extra supplements. And yeah, pretty simple. Fridge. So I know a lot is in here. It's crazy, right? You can't even tell. So we've got sweet potatoes right here, and we've got some chicken. Crazy, I know. Then we've got the freezer. We've got some blueberries and strawberries. This is quite something. This is sweet potato chips. I love this. Low in calories, extremely delicious. Now, moving on into the bedroom. Only one bedroom, because I live alone. And here we've got the bed. Ooh, the best addition to the bedroom. How could I forget? I always say this is the best investment I've made in a long time. I normally make those. So the crazy thing is that I wasn't even supposed to stay here in South Africa. I came for a bodybuilding competition that was at the end of October. And I was previously living in Slovakia, in Bratislava. I came over, I arrived, and I was like, this is the place I want to be. I just felt at home again. I grew up in South Africa. It makes sense that I felt at home. I came here, I was like, this is the place I want to be. And then getting this apartment, I'm like, I love it here. I really, really love it here. I'm at home, I'm in my home country. I feel good, I speak the language that people speak here. And I love it, I love it. I'm actually in the tallest building in Africa, which is quite insane if you think about it. I'm on the 25th floor, so it's a decent view. As you guys saw, this building has about 57 floors, so I haven't been to the top yet. But pretty much, this is where I want to be. Now, what we are going to be doing is, I'll be hitting a gym session now. I'll be taking you through a gym session, an efficient gym session, because that's what I do. Alright, starting off with the workout. So we have some brisk walking at the start. I like doing the incline treadmill just for 5 to 10 minutes to get the heart rate up. Then we move into some rotational
movements to really warm up that shoulder joint. And I like coupling that with something called scapular pull-ups, where you just really warm up the scapula, the shoulder joints, just making sure to avoid injuries and be properly warm. From there, I like getting into handstands. This has taken me quite some time to, I would say, master, but yeah, it's awesome to do, as you can see. It takes quite a bit of core strength and balance. If you want to learn this, I would highly recommend it, but it takes some time. Next, we do some pike push-ups to really warm up the shoulders before we get into the next exercise or the proper compound exercise. You always want to warm up before you get into anything. Avoid injuries at all costs. If you injure, you can't do anything. Getting into handstand push-ups. If you can do this, I respect the shit out of you. This not only takes insane core, balance, skill, strength. If you can do this, I have massive respect for you. As you can see, we are slowly getting there. But yeah, my goal is to do around 3 to 4 of those. And then we like finishing off, or I like finishing off, like properly finishing off the muscle with some pike push-ups, really fatiguing those shoulders to get the most out of the workout. And of course, legs. We can't forget legs. And the favorite exercise, I have such a love-hate relationship with this one, Bulgarian split squats. They are so painful. They are so painful, but so worth it. If there's one exercise I would attribute my leg growth to, it's this exercise. Focus on controlled movements. Push through the bottom of your heel, very important, and just really control the movement. Feel the stretch. Feel your muscles contract. Beautiful. After that, we get into decline push-ups. And here, as you can see, I'm super controlling the movement. I'm not going all the way up to keep the tension on the chest, and I'm making sure to go all the way down, which is why I'm using handles as well. Really get that stretch in the upper chest. And then I also finish with something called partial reps. So I only go as high as I can, until I literally can't push myself up anymore. And that is to really fatigue the upper chest fibers, which are essential for an aesthetic physique. After that, we gotta train the back, of course, as well. And here we do single arm rows. And what I do here is I literally just focus on contracting my back. And I do this by thinking of driving my elbows to my pockets. So you don't want to think of pulling the weight or pulling your arm. You just want to think of contracting your back, and as a result, the weight moves. Once you actually focus on the muscle, how much you are humbled with the weight you lift. Then I get into calf raises and front raises, some isolation things. Can't forget the calves. With the calf raises, you really want to squeeze at the top and make sure you're stretching the calf nicely at the bottom, and avoid jerky movements, because the Achilles tendon, which connects the calf to the foot, is a very big tendon. Now, if you're bouncing up and down, you'll use a lot of momentum and you'll use more of that as opposed to actually training the calf. Then we still get into some bicep curls, really focusing on the contraction, squeezing at the top, coming down slowly. And then we still have some bicep curls, and again, really focusing on control here, driving up through the pinky and just really feeling that contraction and that stretch at the bottom of the movement. Just really having that mind muscle connection is so key. Most people don't have that, but if you can have that mind muscle connection, things will, yeah, they'll start turning out quite good for you. So just really focusing on contracting the bicep and driving up through your pinky. And again, finishing off with some front raises to finish off the muscles. And that's pretty much the workout routine done. So, post workout meal, and let me just share what we are having. We are having, this is sweet potato, we've got some vegetables, and we've got some chicken breast. This is my go-to meal. It's satiating, it's delicious. If you add some spices, it makes everything taste so much better. You don't need sauces. Spices do the job. Now, I'm going to devour this, but before I get into devouring it, I just want to talk about the reason I'm so passionate about sharing my journey, sharing my insights, sharing my knowledge is because fitness has genuinely changed my life. It has transformed everything. It's given me purpose, it's given me drive, it's given me ambition, it's given me a reason to wake up in the morning. It's given me financial freedom, it's given me my dream apartment. Fitness has genuinely changed my life. I look into the mirror, I'm like, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of who I see. And that's what it's about for me. And just back to where I was and where I am right now, if you're someone right now who's stuck, you have zero direction, you don't know where you're going, you broke, you out of shape, whatever it is, just know that you can do and you are capable of anything you set your mind to. The first step is to believe. You have to believe, and then all you need to do is put one foot in front of the other and not stop. Just one foot in front of the other and not stop. You need to be your biggest supporter in these times. There will be countless of days where you will not feel like getting up, where you will not feel like doing the thing you know you need to do. And that is exactly when you need to keep going. And what has helped me is like just repeating in my head, that is when everybody stops. That is when everyone stops. So I will not stop when it gets hard. You got this, bro. Genuinely, you got this. So, done with my meal. That was extremely delicious. And I just want to end off this video with touching on a few questions I get asked a lot. Is, for example, why do you like living on your own? The reason I like, by the way, I'm not planning to add any person to this environment. I'm very, very protective of my energy. So if you do not add to my energy, I do not want to be around you. And that is why I love living on my own. I can focus. I can be in the environment I want to be. And touching on environments, this is a little bit more on the expensive side of apartments in South Africa. Now, the reason I would pay a premium for this is because of the environment. I'm around people with money. I'm around people who have an abundance mindset. I'm around people who are ambitious, who are driven. And that drives me even more every single day, seeing those types of people. So that is a big reason why I will do what it takes to continue to live in an apartment like this, because it's osmosis. The people you are around affect you whether you like it or not. So choose wisely when choosing the people you surround yourself with. And that is pretty much what I want to end off this video with. If you like this video, let me know, give me a thumbs up. Other than that, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Stay tuned, let's make it happen. Peace.